Welcome and thank you for joining me here tonight at our True Solutions call. This is a 30,000 foot view of who we are here at TrūAura. Yes, TrūAura, the True Solutions call. If that's what you were looking for, you have found it. My name is Phillip Yarbrough. I am the director of sales here and work for the corporate team. So I'm going to be giving you a perspective from the corporate side, but then also a little bit of a peek into who we are, why we do what we do, how we do what we do, and then finally what we do. What is the product? And so let me just break it down very quickly for you. Our founder and CEO of TrūAura, his name is Rick Heath, and Rick started this company about 2.5 years ago. It was a wonderful opportunity for him. He's had 3 decades worth of direct sales experience. Working, his family's been in it his whole life. It's in his genes, you could say, in his blood. And the reason he does what he does is because he saw an opportunity of an older company that needed to be reinvented, and an older company that needed to be rebranded, as well as the product rethought. And so what he did, he took the product and he said, you know what, we need to disrupt this multi-billion-dollar industry. And I'm going to talk about disruptors in a little bit, but we need to disrupt it, and we need to start talking about things like flora and bacteria and those type of things that are part of every single organ in our body, but we don't talk about it enough when it comes to our skin. So we started talking about bacteria and healthy floras and a healthy environment for your skin to thrive. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but that was his heart behind it. His other heart were people. He loves people. He loves to see people achieve what they might not have thought that they could on their own. So how do we do that? Well, first and foremost, it's at the center of this screen, and it is at the intersection of integrity, honesty, respect, and ethics. Yes, many companies talk about these 4 things, right? It's the intersection of most companies. They'll have a conference room named that. They'll have a building named this. They'll have the warehouse named this, and they'll have different strategy sessions on these things. And it's the buzzwords that everybody likes to talk about, right? And in fact, it's very important. Don't get me wrong, it is very important. And our business is built on these 4 pillars as well. I've been with TrūAura since the first of the year, and been in the direct sales world for almost a decade now. And I absolutely love that so many companies talk about this, at least. But it isn't until the circumstances and situations really start to struggle, the fire turns up, that you start to see if companies really have put their money where their mouth is, right? And I got to tell you, I have been so blown away by Rick and the corporate team, the executive team that makes decisions based off of these 3 things. We have to be honest and transparent with our products and with our field. We have to have integrity. We have to respect each other. It has to be at the forefront of what we're doing. And at the cornerstone of it all is ethics, business ethics. And what that ultimately leads to is building a sense of community, a sense of belonging. And on the left-hand side, I picked a picture of a puzzle where not all the puzzle pieces were fit. Why? Because a community is built up of many different people. A community is built up of many different pieces. A community is built with many different skill sets, characteristics, and qualities. I got to tell you right now, 2.5 years into this business, we're still building and putting together our picture. You are a part of that. Your characteristics, qualities, your skill sets. There is a piece that we're missing, and that is you. And the sisterhood that we've built here, and yes, I feel like I'm part of that sisterhood. It's building a beautiful picture that is built for growth, that it has a foundation. And we're building that and painting a beautiful picture that you can be a part of. On the right-hand side of the screen, it's somebody reaching down to help someone up. The reason I put this picture in here is we are a culture and in an environment that gives a hand up, not a hand out. You have to understand that TrūAura is a business where it isn't just a handout to you. It's not just sit back and let the money flow in. That's just not a part of what direct sales is. It's something that was sold years and years and decades ago, but the new direct sales is talking about a gig economy. It is a pick the way you want to work your business. It's your business, your way, but you still have to work it. Whether it's part-time, full-time, or big time, you pick how you want to work it. It's your business, your way. And what we help you do at TrūAura, and what's part of my heart and what my job is to help guide you along, find your path, find your why, help define that success for yourself so that we can give you that hand up to the mountaintop. Here are some of my favorites out there that have done that and that are using TrūAura in a very interesting and wonderful way during the times we are in. Valerie Drazinga, she's missing one here. She just recently had her fourth, just about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, and she's doing wonderful. But unfortunately, about 4 to 6 months ago, her husband and baby daddy, his job became a casualty of our situation that we are in. What she was able to do, even as she was expecting, she put her foot down on the accelerator and she was able to go from where she thought she was going to be and accelerate her business, work a little bit more, a little bit harder, but to bridge that gap so that she could provide for the family in a time of need. You see, here at TrūAura, we love stories like this, not because of what we do for someone else, but what Valerie did for us in this moment. You see, she spoke into each one of us on the corporate team and helped us aspire for more, to work harder ourselves so that we could provide more opportunities like this for multiple people. We also have April here. April's one of our top sellers in the company. And you see her here sitting at her kitchen table, working her business her way with her, as she says, with her coffee, her cap, her pajama pants, and her computer. All she needs to work her business. You might ask, how much does she sell if she's one of the top sellers? Already this year, she sold 2 different months over $11,000. That doesn't count what she's doing with her team and that type of stuff. This is just her sales, 2 different months. She did it in April and she did it again in June. You see, April, she loves the flexibility that this career provides for her. Yes, I said career, not a job. She's doing her business her way. She loves being able to work the mornings and then have the afternoons with her kiddos, to be outside, to get outside and work out and spend time with her kids. Last, but definitely not least, is Lynn. And Lynn recently got engaged to the wonderful Hector. His job also was a casualty of the coronavirus back in April. But they got engaged in March. And usually whenever something like that might come about, of a loss of job, it might put things on pause. It didn't, because of the money that Lynn had been able to save, as well as also push that accelerator just a little bit. They were able to continue to plan and are looking forward to getting married soon. So who are we? Where are we in our, what I like to call our product adaptive curve? Hopefully this excites you. It excites me every single Thursday when I look at this screen. Why? because the first 2.5% of population, they're the innovators. They're the Steve Jobs. They're the Tim, my mind just went blank, the Tim Cook. They are Bill Gates. They are the forefront of thinkers. They're the inventors and innovators. They're the Rick Heath, our CEO and founder. The ones that look at a situation and look at opportunity. They see opportunity maybe when others don't. They ask, who will follow me? And it's those first people that follow them are the early adopters. You might be an early adopter. I know I am. I love seeing the passion that someone else has in their innovation, in their invention. And I love being an early adopter, an early follower, carrying the flag with them. And if this excites you to be in that top 15%, good thing, because we're still in single digits. We haven't even hit that uptick yet. We're still really at the probably 7 or 8% on this chart. I know it always excites me looking at this, knowing that we are poised and ready to grow. And in fact, whenever I talk about growth, it's real. For the last, every month this year, we've grown at double-digit growth every single month. There's not many companies out there during this pandemic that can say that. How are we doing that? With our wonderful field, with our wonderful corporate team and products that are changing the perspective and how people think about their skin. What I'll tell you right now is, if this excites you, if you look at this and you like being at the forefront, if you like picking up the hammer and being part of building the bandwagon, not just jumping on it, you're at the right place at the right time. So how am I going to walk you through tonight? We have about 20 more minutes that I'm going to walk you through, and the impact of what we do. And that is connected to the why. The flexibility is how we do what we do. And then the disruption is the product that we sell. So let's get started. Why do we do what we do? This is what I love about this industry. Like I said, almost a decade in this industry, 2.5 decades of sales management background and history. And what I love about direct sales is that you get to make an impact in people's lives. You get to create meaning for them. And that ultimately gives them purpose, so that at the end of the day, when you lay your head down, whether you work this part-time, full-time, or big time, you feel fulfilled. And that's really what everybody's wanting to find in what they do in the daily. They want to feel fulfilled. And what we're able to do is we're able to marry two things. We're able to marry a business model that is flexible and that you can earn real income with a product that really makes a difference. Whenever you find the intersection of those things as a business model and a product that really give people opportunity, it's an exciting time. So how do we do that? Like I said, we do it through a direct sales model. I want you to throw out any preconceived notion of what direct sales is. Because what direct sales was like 20 years ago, 10 years ago even, doesn't exist anymore. It is a customized shopping network. You are working with your network of friends, family, and acquaintances. You're able to give them a customized shopping experience. You're able to look at it as a problem solving, not a selling. Not just giving them some product to buy. You're actually finding pain points that they have in their life and solving it with your product. And we teach you how to do that, not just face-to-face, but also over the virtual platforms that we support. You see, the direct sales world was the first gig economy almost 100 years ago. It's a very popular term right now, gig economy. Flexible, it's about flexibility and control. You get to control the hours you work. It might be full-time flex. It might be part-time flex, but you pick those hours. And some of the most popular ones are Airbnb, Uber, and Lyft. Funny enough, they started in the last recession. You see, whenever there is struggle, whenever there is pain, whenever there is fire, opportunity comes. Gold is refined by heating it up to a liquid state so the impurities come to the surface so it can be scraped and it can become more pure. You see, in times like this, opportunity presents itself, and I hope that you can see that here, that you can take control of the opportunity that is before you. So what do? Like, this is the exciting part. How are we a disruptor into the multi-billion-dollar industry of skincare, right? Everything under the skincare has been around for centuries. Not just decades, but centuries. How can you disrupt something like that? Well, first of all, what we feel that we do and what we solve with, not sell, because our product solves problems. What does it do? It preserves, supports, and supplements. Yes, these are all words that you've heard around skincare before. Some words that you haven't heard about around skincare is bacteria, healthy flora, pre and probiotics. It sounds like I'm talking about gut health here, but I'm not. You see, your gut is important, and we have no problem talking about the pre and probiotics, taking those every day and making sure you have a healthy environment for your gut to thrive, to take care of your insides, what you put into your body. But guess what? Your skin is the largest organ on your body, yet it faces the outside world. It is the one that it is the most exposed of any organ. Yet we don't talk about it whenever we talk about the bacteria that get on it. We want to create a healthy environment for your skin to thrive. Talk about microbiomes, a healthy flora, the pre and probiotics that are in every single product that we sell. Can you see how these products solve problems? It's very easy to sell a product that solves problems. You present the issue, you present the pain point that maybe even people haven't thought of, but you have a solution. And the wonderful thing about these solutions is these two words over on the left-hand side of the screen, noticeable results. When people start to get noticeable results, it creates a loyalty that is hard to find. You might be joining us this evening having tried the products and you've started to see those noticeable results. I know I have. I love our stuff. You know why? I've never really had a skincare routine. I started using it and within 1 week. And I thought I had good skin, but I didn't realize how bad my skin really was until it started to feel and thrive the way that it should. And that's how I knew we are on to something amazing. So what next? Preparation is key, and you want to know how you fit into the mix. Well, some of the people, and I might be talking directly to you right now, whether you're an entrepreneur and you've looked at this and you've said, hey, I think I have the entrepreneurial spirit. Or some of you might say, I know I do, and I want to start my own deal. Or maybe I've done it in the past and it didn't work out, but I've learned differently and I'm ready to start something else. Or maybe we could parallel with something else, not perpendicular, but parallel with something else that you're doing. Maybe you have a current client base where you're looking like, and you're like, this stuff makes sense for who I already am selling to. Well, you're at the right place at the right time, because we want to awaken that entrepreneurial spirit within you in a new way. We want to equip you. We want to inspire you, but even more so, empower you into action to give noticeable results to those around you. If you're the second person and you're a burned out professional and you feel like, hey, I'm sick and tired of the 9 to 5 that's turned into 8 to 6, where you have to leave at 7 in the morning, get home at 7 at night, making dinner. You always feel like you're chasing your tail and you're just exhausted. You don't feel valued in what you do in the daily. And you need to have something in your life to where you feel valued, recognized, and that you add to other people's lives. That people aren't constantly taking from you, that you could actually give to others willingly in order to fill your cup. We have a place for you. You might be the power mom that's sitting here right now pulling your hair out Why? Because the kids are always around now. You're going back to school soon, and you're not sure if they're going back or staying at home, doing virtual. You don't know what's going on. And you might need that adult interaction, that forced adult interaction. Well, we're a great place for that. We have a wonderful sisterhood, but also the Power Mom. What I've noticed is the more balls that she's juggling in the air, the better she gets, the more efficient she is. You also might be the second act over here on the right-hand side of the screen. You've moved into a time and a place of what's next. You might have retired from being the Power Mom and moved into an empty nester. You might have left that job that was wearing you down. You might have been furloughed. You might have been let go. And if that is the case, I am sorry for the situation you are in, but you can take control of it now. You might be the entrepreneur going, I'm looking for the next big thing. You found it. You found it. You might have retired from your career and you've gone on the last cruise. You've hit the last tennis ball, hit the last golf ball, and you're looking to have more fulfillment in your daily. You're at the right place at the right time. We have wonderful training and tools. In fact, we have just coming up in 3 weeks, we have our Empower Conference that you can still join if you join in the next 3 weeks. You're going to be equipped not only by our corporate team, but our top level leaders, as well as third-party people that are helping teach how to connect with people virtually, not just in each other's living rooms. The value that you can add by social engagement with your network of friends and family and connecting others and solving problems. We have a wonderful back office that tracks all of your sales and all of these things. An app there for you as well. We have wonderful training seminars and sessions that are always saved onto our YouTube channel. We have our private Facebook group that is constantly building a sense of sisterhood as well as equipping each other. We have Facebook Lives, we have Zoom calls. We try to equip in many different ways for you. Some of those that of our top level leaders got together and put together a little video of why they love TrūAura, how the tools and the virtual side work best for them. The income, the flexibility. You know what? I think I'll just let them speak for themselves.
TrūAura is right for me is because it just gave me the choice to create the life that I choose and the flexibility to serve in my community and live the life that I love and not through somebody else.
I love with TrūAura that I can drop everything I'm doing and yet take my business on my phone and just go out into the world that I need to live and have my TrūAura business right with me.
I have the freedom and the flexibility to make money when I choose.
TrūAura fills that need for us to be able to work side by side and have fun, to feel confident because our skin looks so great, and to help others so their whole families, their skin looks amazing. So I love the helping of the people, and I love the fact that I get to work with amazing people.
The flexibility. That's a huge benefit in this day and age. You want to have the flexibility to come and go and take care of those and take care of yourself. And that's a huge thing. And I think we need that in our society to be able to have that.
The biggest benefit is knowing that it's something that I can be very authentic about and it fits in with my lifestyle.
I love all the friends that I have all over the country. I have lifelong friends that I have to this. I just love that. I love that I can choose and create friends all over the country.
You can really make money with this, with selling the products. You can really make money from day one. You get to just take the product and go start sharing it with others. Keep it as simple as you want to make it. I live a very busy lifestyle, and it's all on my phone, just everywhere I go. So go to bed, work on my phone, and then work on my business, selling hundreds of dollars, from wherever I am.
For me, the opportunity is just simple. It's like talking to your mom across the table.
Keep it fun, keep it easy. But you got to keep talking to people, communicate, and meet people where they are. So like most of my friends and family, are on the internet, Facebook in the evening, late evening after you put the kids to bed, so then go to work then.
If I didn't believe in the opportunity, I couldn't share it. And I fully share this opportunity, whether you are a customer, whether you're a client, whether you want it to change your entire life. This is the best opportunity out there in the entire world.
It's just sharing what you're passionate about.
I love being able to hear, make sure I'm unmuted here. Yep. I love being able to hear from some of our top level leaders and sellers and why they love what we get to do. First and foremost, they love the flexibility, they love the income potential, and they love being able to meet their customers where they are, whether it's virtually, whether it's face-to-face, whatever that might be. Remember, it's your business, your way, and we help equip you to do that. So how do you make money, right? That's the big question. Okay, wonderful. So whenever we start thinking about making an income here, this is real stuff. And so whenever you look at this, we give personal sales bonuses scaled from 20% all the way to 50%. Yes, 50%. You heard me right. And in fact, the more you sell, the more you're going to make on the entire month of sales. You don't get to $2,500 and then over $2,500 you make 50%. You make it on the whole 25 on the way there. And guess what? We pay weekly. Why? Because you got weekly needs, right? You got bills coming in on a week to week basis. We pay weekly. And the more you sell, the more commission and bonuses you're going to make, up to 50%. And that top tier is only at $2,500 a month, not that much. And so whenever you look at a traditional business, which I've managed before, what happens whenever you start selling more? You grow a customer up. And they grow and they start buying more. What the company does and what corporate teams is actually reduce the commission you make on them because you have to give them discounts and margin and you're working on smaller margins. But what we do here is actually the more a consultant sells, the less we make, the more you're able to make because we want to support you in that way. You can make real money here. And in fact, whenever you look at April, those months, she was making $5,500 just in her own sales based off of a 50% model. Whenever she was selling $11,000 a month, it's doable. And I know you can do it. And if you're on this call, I'm imagining you're going to be at that 50% level. So whether you're joining us tonight and joining the TrūAura family because of the clean, healthy products that we have, or you want a flexible side gig that you're like, I'm sick of the full-time going to an office and having to answer to someone and all that. Or you might just be looking to replace an income or supplement an income. Or maybe get a little bit of that side hustle money to where you can actually maybe pay for a vacation when we start going on those again. Maybe pay for private school when the kids start going back to those again. Maybe it is to just cover the mortgage or do the car payments or the bills or whatever it might be. We want to be that soft landing place for you. We have a wonderful tech suite that you're able to build your business around for the small investment of $14 a month. Yes, if you were to build that for your own business, it would take thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to build it yourself, but we provide that for you. If you just really want to make a difference in other people's lives, you found the right place. If any of these things really flip your switch and you really want to look at how you can grow your business with TrūAura, how you can extend to your network, I'd love for you to text or call me. You can reach out to me on Facebook Messenger at Phillip TrūAura. Just shoot me a message. We'd love to hear from you. Also, my cell phone number, I'll give you my cell phone. Text or call anytime, day or night. I'd love to hear from you. But first, you need to reach out to the person who invited you to this call. Tell them what you thought of the crazy guy talking to you for 30 minutes and ask them some of the questions that hopefully came up during this time. My cell number, though, is 214-908-3221. Again, that's 214-908-3221. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Again, thank you so much for joining us. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out or reach out to the person who invited you to this call. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon.